Hi everyone, I'm Deb. For those of you who don't know, I have not been posting videos lately because my father unexpectedly passed away at the beginning of this year. As you can imagine, it has been devastating and hard for my entire family, but I have found some comfort in the strangest of places getting people vaccine appointments. It's a total distraction, a mindless task, and it really brings comfort knowing you're helping others. I have gotten more than 50 appointments so far, so I'm gonna share my tips with you. These tips are for the New York State site, but your state might work the same way. My first tip would be to familiarize yourself with the state sites. Everyone starts with the Am I Eligible site, and you go from there. They are constantly updating who is eligible for the vaccine. Besides essential workers and people over 75, many people with underlying conditions became eligible in the middle of February. Right now, in New York, you are eligible if you are over 60 years of age or have one of these underlying conditions, such as high blood pressure or the condition of pregnancy. While we're on the subject, do we need to list both obesity and severe obesity? I mean, come on guys, rubbing salt into the wound here, okay? Once you're eligible for the vaccine, I would look at the state sites to familiarize yourself with how the system works. I would pick a location like Niagara Falls. Sorry, Niagara Falls, but nobody wants your appointments. Tip number 2. Let's say you live on Long Island. You could maybe go to Aqueduct, Jones Beach. Maybe you'll drive into the city and go to Javits. Don't track all the sites at once. Pick one site and focus on that. You're gonna press refresh, refresh, refresh. If you are checking 3 different sites, you might lose the appointment you would have just had if you kept on with the same site. Don't ask me how I know. Tip number 3. Never pick the first date you see. Let's say today is March 17th. How do we know? Oh, happy St. Patrick's Day. And also, happy birthday, Aunt Gail. I still wear green and celebrate, even if I don't leave the apartment. Never pick the first date you see. If today is March 17th and you see a March 17th, that is a fake appointment. I don't know who is trying to pull these pranks on us. Cuomo?
Gilly.
Don't fall for that trick. I scroll down to the second date I see, or maybe even the third. Everyone's going for the first. Maybe everyone's going for the second once they see they can't get that first. Time is of the essence here.
You could miss it.
Now, if times come up, you click on a time, it could be gone already. So I don't click on the first time. Every schmo is picking that first time. I don't even pick the last time. If there are many appointment times, I try to pick somewhere in the middle. If you're able to make an appointment and the time isn't ideal, I believe you can just go at any time. What I believe is important is the date. I personally took my mom to Javits twice. We got there early. They took us, no problem. Had an appointment also at Javits. He went several hours earlier. They took him, no problem. Don't show them this video though. Tip number 4, and perhaps my most important tip. You can sit around and press refresh, refresh, refresh all day long. You could maybe say you have to do that and sit in front of the TV for 12 hours. But if you have other things to do, I believe they release appointments at the 02 and the 32 mark. I usually press refresh from like 12:01 to 12:03. Believe me, I spent hours pressing refresh at all times and noting when the appointments came. Tip number 5. Now, this is for people who aren't eligible. It could also be if you're eligible, but find out in your neighborhood what pharmacies are giving out the vaccine. Call, show up towards the end of the pharmacy day and ask if they have a wait list for excess doses and see if you can get put on that wait list. A lot of times you don't need to be eligible to get put on that wait list.
Don't you think they'd rather give it to you than throw out the shot?
I am not throwing away my shot.
Tip number 6, my final tip. If somebody is offering to help you, do not give them your social security number.
The things someone needs to help you get an appointment are your name, date of birth, address, email, and mobile phone.
They don't even need your insurance info. You can just bypass the insurance info and then give them the card when you show up for the appointment. Razzie the cat agrees.
Let's use the Niagara Falls location as an example. I see an appointment. I don't click on the first one. I'm going to click on the second one. Oh, they have plenty of times, but all you do is click the time, and then when you get to this screen, you are golden. If you have gotten to this screen, you can take a few minutes to take a deep breath, maybe light a cigarette, and start typing in your information. You've got the appointment at this point. So you're just gonna fill out your name and address and email and phone here, and it's going to take you to the next page. It's going to ask you some questions like, what is your race? Many questions like, how will you be getting to the site? You must answer. But then there are optional questions like, who is your primary care doctor? Once you get through this section, you will come to the screener questions. For these, if I'm filling it out for somebody else, I answer no to everything. No, they are not pregnant. No, they have never had a weird reaction to a shot before. No, they have not had a vaccine in the last 14 days. When they arrive at the site, they will be asked all of these questions again. If you answered something wrong,
It will get resolved day of appointment.
if all of your information is okay, then you will click register and print your ticket.
My final tip.
Tip number 7 are for eligible New Yorkers who are fully homebound. Check out this site. They will come and vaccinate you and your entire household as long as they are eligible. And when I say fully homebound, I don't mean people like me.
Thank you for watching. Good luck. Let me know if you have any other tips. Stay safe. I'm gonna stay home after this is all over anyway. I mean, why not? What's out there? The sun? Sun.